Bhagawan Nityananda was a 20th century spiritual guru whose teachings the devotees compiled as a book titled Chidakash Gita. He was born in Koyilandi in the present-day Kozhikode district of Kerala. There are few details about his spiritual lineage or his guru. As an infant, he lay abandoned in the Tinneri village of Koyilandi town. A woman named Unniyamma Nair and her husband Chatu Nair adopted the child, naming him Raman, and raised him alongside their 5 children. This affluent family managed their assets through an advocate named Ishwar Iyer. After the demise of his foster father, Ishwar Iyer took care of Raman. From a young age, Raman displayed remarkable qualities of an enlightened soul and was eventually named Nityananda, which meant always in bliss. By 20 years, he became a wandering yogi, spending time under an unknown guru and practicing yoga in the Himalayas and other locations in North India until he returned south in 1920. He arrived in Kanhangad city, presently in the Kasargod district of Kerala. Devotees later established an ashram near Guruvan, a forested area in a hilly region where he performed rigorous penance and attained divine bliss. He roamed freely as an Avadhuta, immersed in divine intoxication throughout Kerala and Karnataka, visiting sacred places like Kanhangad, Dharmastada, Udupi, Mulki, Gokarna and others. He performed numerous miracles, relieving people of their anxieties, distress, illnesses, and sorrows through his grace. His followers established ashrams during his short stays in these areas and revered him as Bhagawan Nityananda. In Mangalore, devotees would sit silently with him in the evenings and receive occasional teachings. A female devotee named Tulsi Amma noted some of his teachings and responses to her questions, which were later compiled and published in Kannada as the Chidakash Gita. He possessed the power of transmitting spiritual energy or Shaktipat to people through silence. However, he could also be fiery and intimidating, sometimes throwing rocks to warn those who were not serious about their spiritual journey or to deter those with ill intentions. By 1923, he arrived in the Tansa Valley, Maharashtra, where he alleviated the sorrows of many and became widely respected by followers as far away as Mumbai. Bhagawan Nityananda never took credit for any miracles, always attributing them to the will of God. In 1936, he arrived at a Shiva temple in Ganeshpuri village around 80 kilometers from Mumbai and expressed his desire to reside there. The family overseeing the temple agreed and built a hut for him. As visitors and followers increased, the hut eventually transformed into an ashram. Bhagawan Nityananda led an austere life, bathing before dawn and eating little, while often being deeply absorbed in divine consciousness, where his eyes were closed and he sported a serene smile. He occasionally answered questions of earnest seekers with a few simple yet profound words, guiding devotees along various paths according to their capabilities. He rarely slept at night and remained wide awake throughout the day. Clad in a loincloth in all seasons, he provided a sense of peace to his devotees through his silence and sacred presence. His immense love for children was evident. Around 1,000 local children received free morning meals daily at his ashram. He played with the children, giving them sweets, toys, and clothes. Bhagawan Nityananda once cured the mental illness of a devotee by instructing them to have lunch and leave by the next train. Although initially disappointed, the devotee mysteriously recovered from their mental malady. He also treated the tuberculosis of a devotee by recommending they consume tulsi or the holy basil leaves 3 times a day while chanting Nityanandaya Namaha. True to his word, the woman miraculously overcame her illness. In Kundapura town near Udupi, when the life of a premature infant was in peril, the parents pleaded with Bhagawan Nityananda to save their child. He placed his hand on the head of the child and assured them, "Nothing will happen to your child." Following this blessing, the infant made a remarkable recovery. He once relieved the stomachache of a devotee by insisting they eat vada from a local eatery, which is said to aggravate the pain. Surprisingly, this action relieved the devotee of his discomfort. In another instance, a devotee suffering from chronic headaches was struck on the head by Bhagavan with a burning lantern. While this act injured the devotee, it miraculously cured him permanently of the headache. In yet another case, when a boy had an acute abscess on his back, Bhagavan assured his father that the boy would become an IAS officer. The boy got cured of his abscess and later indeed achieved this goal. Bhagawan Nityananda attained Samadhi on August 8, 1961 at 63 years. His Samadhi shrine is in Ganeshpuri with another shrine dedicated to him at the Gurudev Siddha Peeth Ashram between Ganeshpuri and Vajreshwari villages in Maharashtra. A trust based in Kanhangad, Kasargod, Kerala manages the ashram and the temples there. This trust also oversees educational institutions and a dharamsala in the name of Bhagawan Nityananda. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.